Good day, my friends. Welcome to today's lesson. Today we're going to be focusing on improvising. There's many approaches you can take to improvising, and today we're going to be focused on one. We're going to be focused on shapes and just playing around. So I'm going to give you some ways that you can actually just get in tune with messing around on a shape and on a tune. So download the tabs and the shapes for this in the description. Get your mandolin in your hands, and let's get started. You can use a minor pentatonic to play over a major key or a minor key. So the minor pentatonic is kind of multi-use. So when you're playing a song in a major key, you can use a minor pentatonic and it gives you like kind of more attitude sound. Or you can use a major pentatonic, it gives you a sweeter sound. We're going to be focusing on this minor pentatonic. Here's the first position. The red notes are the A, the root note. So this is the shape we've got here. Two notes per string, and again the red note is an A. It's the key. It's the root note. So when you want to resolve, you resolve to that A. So that's the open A string there. And then it keeps going up, and then the final A is on the 5th fret of the E string. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get you, number one, just to learn that shape, learn how to play it with down and up strokes, and you're going to want to be able to play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That rhythm, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. If you get a metronome and you set that to maybe 60 beats per minute and you practice down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, you want to work that all the way up to about 100, see if you can get up to 120 beats per minute doing eighth notes on that scale so that you can get comfortable with that down and up pattern. Now, this is the first position, and I'm going to show you how to practice improvising with this, just making stuff up. So let's pull up Strum Machine. This is a chord progression from one of my original songs. I haven't put this out yet, a tune called Western Plains. We're going to play the scale literally just up and down. So check this out. 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Okay. Now I'm going to pause that. Your goal is to land on an A at the very end there. When it gets to that last A chord, you're going to want to resolve whatever phrase. Maybe each time it comes to the end of the phrase, you resolve to an A. Let's give it a go. 2 and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Again. Okay, you've got a second position. Now, before we go to this second position, what you would do is you would just spend a bunch of time getting used to the first position. So you might set a 15-minute timer, and you might play for 15 minutes, messing around with the tune. I wrote this out in Strum Machine. You can write your own song and save it. So let me try this at 80 beats per minute, and I'm just going to mess around. Check it out. 4. time. One more. Oh no, that's it. Cool. So you can see what I'm doing here is number 1, I'm using 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. That rhythm. That's the first rhythm you want to get used to, just constant. You could think of it as 8th notes or 16th notes. If you count it like this, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4, that's 16th notes, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and just thinking of it as 8th notes, but either way, getting used to that rhythm. You know, you could spend a bunch of time just practicing that rhythm. You could practice it going up and down the scale. You can find a group of 3 notes that you repeat. And you can see how I threw in a little different rhythm. But just start simple, right? So let's practice repeating groups of notes. So I'll show you that. 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. So that line works over all the chords. Let me try to change it. And then I resolve. Right? Pattern, resolve, pattern, resolve, pattern, resolve, pattern, resolve, pattern, resolve. Resolve. Cool. So you can use groups of 3, you know, 3-note pattern. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 resolve. You can use that little pattern to resolve that rhythm. Digga 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 da. You can kind of mix things up. But, you know, other than just the notes of the scale and resolving to the A, I'm mostly thinking about rhythm. Da 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 da. I'm thinking like a drummer. Like, what kind of rhythm, if I play over this, right? So I'm just kind of making up some different rhythms, and I'm mixing together rhythms that I've practiced on their own. So I've practiced the 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. I've practiced the dagga da dagga da dagga da dagga. Right, you can play dagga da 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 dagga da. That rhythm, you know, if you were to hit that, dagga da dagga da dagga da dagga da dagga da dagga da da. You want to get that with your pick. You can put that on one note. You can put it on multiple notes. You can change faster. Right, but all the time I'm keeping the beat. That comes from tapping your foot, getting that rhythm. Let's get rid of the screen share. Getting that rhythm. So you're mostly focused on rhythm. So that's a 16th note. Or sorry, 1 you get 2, we get 1 2 3 1 2 3 1. It's kind of like I guess that'd be like a 16th note triplet. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1. Something like that. You can do that rhythm, but change notes every single time. Let me show you that. 1 you get 2, we get 3 you get 4. Right? Sloppy, but so I'm going to pause that there. So that's the rhythm, but changing notes every time. So, these are different rhythms you can do. But that's what you want to be thinking is what rhythm am I playing here? And can I practice one rhythm at a time? And then at the end, start mixing them together. So here's an example of a mix of rhythms. I'm going to play one note, and I'm going to play a different rhythm on that note, and just focus on rhythm. So here's an A. So that whole time, I'm just playing that one note, but I'm thinking rhythmically, like drums, thinking like a drummer. And then you do that while you're changing notes. Try this. That's kind of fun. You could swing. You could play more straight. Swing. Straight. Cool. So there's the way that practice different rhythms. Now, bring it back to the positions. So we just worked on the first position. There's 5 positions on this tablature. So let's look at the second position. So I might spend another 15 minutes, or however long, practicing this position. We got the second position here. That means we start on the second note that we played. So the first position was this. So instead of starting on that open note, we're going to start on the second fret, and we're going to play the root note there, ring finger and pinky. So frets 2 5 7, 2 5 7, 3 5 7, 3 5 8. So that's the new pattern. Now practice that with your 8th notes. And find the fingering that works best. So for me, it's first finger, ring finger, pinky. And then I've got first finger, second finger, third finger, first finger, second finger, pinky. On the way back, same. Pinky down here, like that. And then, pull up the tune, pull up the track to practice with. Play along. Up and down the scale. Okay? You can do patterns. Here's a pattern. mess around. Do some rest. Okay, so that's the second pattern. So you're kind of getting used to playing around and knowing where all the A's are. So in this, when you have a pentatonic scale, every 5 notes is going to be the root. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, root. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, root. So in this second position, your A is there, there, and there. So you want to know A, A, A. You want to know that. So if somebody says, show me an A, you go, there's one, there's one, there's one, right? You want to know the fretboard. And these are ways that you learn it by patterns, right? You've got this pattern, you know, the root's there, and then there. So you can know anytime you're on a note, the root's going to be that far away, right? On those 2 strings. And then also same with these 2 strings. If you got a root here, then you've also got one here, everywhere you go. So if you got a root here, there's one there. So you want to learn where your octaves are. Really good to know. So that's a way to practice and to use these shapes to kind of get to know the actual mandolin fretboard, right? So I would work on that for a while, second position, and then I'd work on third position, right? So this is where we start on the 5th fret with the first finger, and you're going to start to notice patterns, right? Like, well, let's just go through them all, and then we'll show you kind of like some of the patterns, and you'll start to see them on your own. But we've got this, and then so first, second, and third finger there on the 5th, 7th, and 9th fret. 5, 7, 10, 5, 7, 10, 5, 8, 10. So that one's kind of a nice shape. Let's see. Can resolve to that A. Yeah, that high one there on the 5th fret is an A. I missed making that red, but that is a root. I'll fix it on the tab for when you download it. Okay, there's third position. Now, let's mess around with it. Oh yeah, there's the A. And if you mess up, it's fine. You just keep playing. You might just take one section like this. Those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 notes. Just play with those. Resolve to the A. So you're just getting used to that shape. Yeah. You can just take little pieces of each scale, like for example this piece. Just take that section and play around with it. Find different patterns. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. You know, and resolve to the A. So you can just take the high section. Just take those 2 strings. And play around. Okay? You get the idea. You're just playing around with that shape so you can get to know it. This is going to it's going to, I say it's like a lesson that that's like an exponential lesson, because if you learn these shapes in this key, you're also learning every single key. You just move it down one or up one or whatever. So you'll start to see the shapes. It's almost like your neurons will start to you'll create new neural pathways to where all of these little shapes are just kind of part of your mind. And whenever you hear a tune, you can kind of just jump in, because you know you have a connection to these patterns. That's what you want to get to. So let's go to the next pattern. So 3rd position, 4th position. So this is starting at the 7th fret. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we've got first finger, second finger, pinky, and that's on fret 7. What is this? 7, 9, 12? Yeah, 7, 9, 12, 7, 10, 12, 7, 10, 12, 8, 10, 12. Again, resolve to the A's. So let's play around with that pattern. 2, 3, 4. Just using 2 notes. Hammer-on pattern. I like that pull-off pattern. The rhythm is... thinking rhythmically. Okay, and playing around with it. Move on. 5th position. This is starting at the 9th fret, right? You can see the dots there. 3, 5, 7, 9. So you can use those dots to help you find where you are. You're at the 9th fret with your first finger there. 9, 12, 14. Learn that pattern, play along. Jam. Fooling around there, getting used to it. This very last one is the same as the first position, but just starting on the 12th fret. So that's the same as this. Starting on 12. Up here I just use my 3 fingers, first 3. You get used to that pattern. Play along. 2, 3, 4. Just a 3-note pattern. Another 3 notes. Resolve. Right? Just up and down. Okay, cool. So that's the 5 pentatonic patterns. Practicing rhythm and just using that as a way to get used to improvising. You can do that with different chord progressions, but this one's an example. Where you would usually use the minor chord progression is if you are on the 1 chord and you go to a flat 7 chord, or even just from the 1 to the 4 or the 1 to the 5. Pretty much all the time you can use the minor pentatonic. And so that's one approach to improvising, is using that scale, practicing, getting used to that, and then later on, you can start to add blues notes. Like, for example, we'll do another video on how to add the blues note. That's the blues note there. Yeah. We'll talk about that in another video, and how to actually know when to use what scales, right? If you've ever had that question, when should I use certain scales, and how do I know when to use those scales? I'll do a video on that, but just wanted to start with this basic improvising video, teaching you how to practice rhythm and a scale on a tune. So hope this is helpful for you. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Help me build this channel. I'm building it from the ground up. Need your help. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.